Okay, we're going to go over something called the options drill tonight. This is a drill that will help you analyze and understand the body motion that an opponent has to go through in order to attack you. Okay? The thing I love about Kosaru is the fact that we have a lot of options. The more options you have generally in life, the happier you are. Okay, so the idea about this drill is to give the student an understanding of all the motion that an opponent has to take when they're throwing a punch in, and all the options that you have on manipulating different parts of the body. So, Izzy. Face this way. Face the camera. Okay, so if Izzy is going to throw a punch at this guy right here, he's going to load up. Okay, he's going to step in and he's going to punch. Okay, now what you have basically is you have a projection side, you have the center, you have a retraction side. The body has to operate this way. Nobody punches with just one limb and the other side just stays still. Okay, so if he's throwing a punch at me and I work to the outside here, I am touching and I'm able to manipulate the retracting side of the body. Okay, now from here he's going to want to pull his hand back and he's going to want to throw a punch, whether it be high, whether it be low, doesn't really matter. He's still going to focus on my center, my spine. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the different options that you have, and then we'll give you some combinations and some techniques to put with it. Okay, so if I'm here and if I'm here to the outside of his right arm, what he has to do in order to project that left arm is this has to rotate, his body has to turn, and the punch comes in. Okay? First thing, your option is to move with the retracting side. So as he rotates, I'm going to stay with the retracting side and follow it back for a total escape. All right, so he punches, okay, here I'm in contact with him and I'm feeling, so as he rotates, I'm following his body back. If we want to use this as an escape and then follow with the kick, he punches, he's rotating, he follows me, you throw the kick. All right? Punch. Okay, now, retracting side, we can also freeze the retracting side. If we keep this from moving back, it keeps this from coming forward. Okay? So many people get here and then they throw the next punch and then they're worried about blocking this. Okay? This takes a lot of motion, and if you notice, I'm back on my heels right now. He's ready to attack again. So this is not a good place to be. So we're working here. As he rotates, if I merely check his shoulder every time he tries to punch, it freezes him. And what it does is it bumps his body up. Okay? You can do it from here. He goes to rotate. I can check here. All right? Anywhere along this retracting side, you can check it and stop the rotation. Okay? So if you choose, if I end up back here, he rotates, I can check the hip. Okay? If for some reason you end up down here and you punch, you check the lower knee. All right? So we're going to go through this. I'm going to give you some drills. You're going to play with it. We'll come back and we'll work again. So he punches. First thing you're going to do is you're going to do a total escape. I'm going to follow this right back. Okay? And then if he chooses to follow me, you can throw a kick. Then you're going to work on freezing the retracting side. So, and this is what's real important. This is no good, right? Because there's tension here. I cannot react in time to stop his body. Okay, you have to be closer, and you have to be relaxed. You know, if you're relaxed, you have the ability to feel his motion. If you're tense, you don't have the ability to react in time. So from here, he goes to rotate, and then check the shoulder blade as he goes to move. Okay? Here, he moves, check the shoulder blade. Right? And you can also do this from the inside. So if he punches and I end up here, arms here, he punches, and check the retracting side. Now when you're checking, as this, you don't put your hand on him. Because once the hand is on there, and he rotates, the hand is just going to go with him. Okay? The idea is, I want to put my hand, actually I'm using my forearm, and I put it about 2 inches away from his shoulder blade. Okay? So when he rotates, he bumps into it. Okay? And I rotate my hips to give him this bump. Okay? So I want you guys to use this from the inside and the outside. We're here, he moves, check. That brings him right into an elbow. Okay? So you guys, up, give it a try. Okay, So now what we're going to do is we're going to do the manipulation, but now we're going to give you a follow-up move to it. So Izzy throws a punch, okay? You're here, he rotates. What's happening is I'm going to check. As he's rotating, I'm going to check him and hit him. Okay, let's do it this way. And here, as he rotates, he's going to bring his body forward, and then this hits it. Here, he's rotating, check. That stops, this comes up, hits the base, and comes back with it all in all. Okay? Punch, here, he rotates, check, hit. And right off, finish. Okay? If you want to change that up, and he moves, hit. Coming up, arching the head, and back into a throw. A lot of different things you can do there. He punches, here, he rotates, check, hit. Right from here, I have the ability to turn this into a joint lock. All right? It's the check and the hit which freezes his body. Now allows you to move on with your strikes. Okay, so here's what you're going to do. You're going to move outside. You're going to give him a bump and hit. Then come up. Come across, work on and on, 10. Here, he's going to punch, check, hit, rise, take him down to the throw. Here, he's going to move, check, hit. Okay, you're going to come up, take a joint, take him down. Alright? Okay, some of the options you have with this. Okay, some people are having problems with the joint lock. Punch. So you're working here. First of all, realize that the leaning factor is involved in this heavily. Okay? It's much smaller. So I'm leaning here and then I'm moving out. Alright? Now as he rotates, I'm shifting in. I'm shifting this way. Okay? Whatever you do, don't shift this way. Okay, that's a no. Alright? But I'm here, I'm leaning here, so as he rotates, bang, that hit takes place, but I'm still got the leaning factor going on. Now, if you want to get better at doing the joint locks, just feel, okay? Right here, all I have to do is bring this across, and I have a kotegaeshi, all right? I'm here, I can roll this around, I have an elbow lock, all right? If you're here, you can hit this first, then come across and grab the hand and place the lock on. The idea is, wherever he's at, and you're moving, and you're hitting, you have the availability to manipulate things. Okay? Just take it slow and work through there as you're manipulating, as you're observing, and you're going to find a lot of options there. All right? So we have follow the retracting side back. We have freeze the retracting side, or check it. Okay? Now what we're going to do is you're going to manipulate. By manipulating the retracting side, by manipulating the path of this arm, it manipulates the path of that punch. So for instance, if I'm here and Izzy throws a punch and I swing this up, it cuts the arc this way. Okay? If he punches and I'm here and he rotates and hits it down, changes the arc of that punch. Okay? If I take this and he's rotating and I speed this up, I tighten the circle. Okay? Punch. So if I'm here and I just let Izzy throw the punch and I don't manipulate anything, there's the arc of his punch. Okay? But if I'm touching here and he starts to rotate and I give this little speed up, makes the arc shorter because it's taking his spine back. Okay, so it's changing the distance. Right? So how would you use this? I'm here, rotating, I slip to the outside, now I'm here. Alright, if he wants to rotate from here, I have my token Okay? So you have manipulation of different directions. Okay? You have taking it down. You have simply just speeding it up. Okay? But you have to do that on the person's rotation. Okay? If he punches and he stops, don't move. This doesn't work. Alright? On his rotation, I manipulate that arm. Okay? So again, you have follow the retracting side back, freeze the retracting side, and manipulate that arm. Okay? Now we're going to work towards the center. Alright? Center of the body. If he throws a punch, okay, and he rotates, as he rotates, his center is coming towards me also. Okay? So what I want you guys to do, punch, rotate here, right from here. This hand, as he rotates, is going to come right up into his face, causing him to arch. Now if I want to do a lower shot, I can crease him at the waist, and compress him and put him down. Okay? So outside here, I can come right up center, take him back, take him down. He throws a punch, I slip inside. He rotates, I shift back, and work that also. There's a leaning factor. I'm leaning here. Now I'm leaning here. As he rotates, I'm slipping inside the punch. There's no need to block. and then I create an arch on his head. Okay? So you guys are going to get up and you're going to work the center. Okay?